morning. You're watching i24 News. I'm Yael Wisner-Levy. Here's your top story. Hundreds of thousands of people are reported to have gathered on the streets of the Iranian capital to mark the 35th anniversary of the Islamic Revolution. In his first major public address to the nation since becoming president in August of 2013, President Hassan Rouhani launched into the traditional anti-American rhetoric. Rouhani said, quote, "Superpowers meddled in the affairs of this country," and added that the revolution meant to say no to all the interventionist and colonial powers. The Islamic Republic marks the anniversary of the Iranian Revolution every year with massive public rallies and speeches from top officials. Here's more from i24 News reporter Danny Swibel.
The first of these 10 days is the actual anniversary of the return of Ayatollah Khomeini after 15 years in exile, and marks his return on February 1st, 1979. With his return came the ousting of the longtime ruler, the Shah of Iran, Mohammad Reza Pahlavi, the United States' stalwart ally in the region. Khomeini had refused to return to Iran until the embattled Shah left on January 16th of '79. The Shah left Tehran for a holiday abroad, but was never to return. Khomeini returned from 15 years in exile, surrounded by enormous crowds racing up and down the boulevard to get a glimpse of the Ayatollah. But there was to be a series of bitter street clashes before the final remnants of the Shah's government were ousted and the new cabinet installed. Leading figures of the Shah's sometimes brutal regime were put on trial. During the first year of the revolution, some 750 executions were believed to be carried out. Following the revolution and a subsequent national referendum, Khomeini became the country's supreme leader, the highest-ranking political and religious authority of the nation, until his death in 1989. Few could have guessed that an old man of 78, living in exile in Iraq and later Paris with his devoted followers, would be the spearhead of a revolution which was to sweep through Iran. On November 4th, 1979, a group of Iranian students supporting the revolution took over the U.S. Embassy in Tehran and went on to hold 52 Americans hostage for 444 days, helping destroy the presidency of Jimmy Carter and ending any hopes for warm relations between Iran and the U.S. For more than 3 decades, relations between the U.S. and Iran have been frozen, but hope for a thaw began to emerge with last summer's election of Hassan Rouhani as president. It remains to be seen if there is an actual possibility for a breakthrough, or if the relationship will remain cold for yet another generation, with the specter of war on the horizon.